Hey Gemini, welcome back, and anyone that's new, welcome here. All is welcome. I'm be looking into your past, current, and future energies for the week of February 14th to the 20th. I hope this content brings some form of value into your life, and before I got on, I meditated on you lovely Geminis. All right, my loves. So I get a lot of you guys listening to music is what I got in the meditation. And there's a specific lyric that came through, and it was, "Fly away with me." So excuse my singing, but that's what came through. I don't know if you've listened to that recently. I actually don't remember who sings that, "Fly Away with Me." So I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe you told someone to like go on a vacation with you, to fly away with you. I don't know. Maybe you could definitely use a vacation, all right? Something like that. For some reason, I also got a trampoline. So I don't know if you have a trampoline or you're trying to move more. Okay, move your body more. Use that energy that you have. Kind of getting through your 7 chakras, so, maybe something about a trampoline, okay? So some of you have a trampoline, or it's the fact that maybe a trampoline would do really good for you to really get those energies moving through your body and your chakras, all right? And then I got something about salty foods. I don't know if you're craving salty foods. You've had recently some form of salty foods. I definitely got specifically pretzels for some reason. So I don't know if you have like a craving for pretzels. You like to eat pretzels, something like that. So that's what I got in the meditation. If it resonates, fantastic. If not, just dismiss it and let's get into this reading, all right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. Also, energies can be reversed. I could be talking to a cross-watcher. Universal Guidance Spirit Guides, what do we have for Gemini, please, for the week of February 14th through the 20th? Please give me a clear message. What do we have for my lovely Geminis? What do you have for Gemini, please? I just got an image of someone with like a headset on for some reason. I don't know if you have a headset, like a Bluetooth headset, or I just got this image of someone having a Bluetooth headset or a headset where you're speaking into a microphone. So I don't know if that's something you do as a job. It's coming through though. All right, what do we have for my lovely Geminis for the week of February 14th to the 20th? There it is. Wow, what in the world? All right, so starting off your reading, we have the Ace of Pentacles crossed with the Ace of Swords. 2 aces, that's amazing. These are beginnings, but the challenging one is the Ace of Swords. So we'll get to that, but with the Ace of Pentacles, it feels like you're after some new beginning here. Whether that's something you're creating or it's just like a new job, a new health routine. Maybe some of you did get a trampoline and you started to move around more, get some form of exercise, okay? Maybe aerobics, I don't know. Some of you, that could be the case. But with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning and it looks really good. It looks lifelong. It looks bright, okay? Maybe slow to build is what I'm getting. So some of you, whatever you're creating, or maybe a job opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles is like a lot of good energy here, okay? So, but it does feel kind of like slow. It is a pentacle, but in the long run, it looks very lifelong. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it, okay? Because the Ace of Pentacles is out. It looks really good. Now, the Ace of Swords is the challenging card. So either you're having a hard time being your most authentic self here. For some of you, that is the case where it's like, okay, I'm having a really difficult time being my authentic self. For some of you, the Ace of Swords is like, getting some form of truth or clarity around a situation. Okay, all of a sudden I want to start coughing. So interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay, very random, but the Ace of Swords is definitely about communication as well, being your authentic self, and that comes from the throat chakra. So that is what's going on here with the Ace of Swords. Some of you are having a hard time communicating, okay? Being your authentic self, for sure. Wow, okay. So, and your throat might be really closed as well. So maybe working on the throat chakra may help. That's just a suggestion. You do what's best for yourself. But for some reason, I'm getting that. Okay? Now, in the distant past, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there could have been some form of karmic wheel here, karmic cycle that you were on, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune. This also could have been something that was destined and fated in your life, whatever this is, whether it's a job, something you're creating, your spiritual path, a specific person. We will see when I clarify, all right? Now, in the recent past, we have the World card. With the World card being here, this is interesting. There's a lot of major arcanas right here in the distant past and the recent past. So the World card is definitely an energy of a cycle that's ending. It could have been even a new cycle that began. So we'll see. Some of you in the recent past did some form of traveling as well. That could be why Fly Away With Me came through that lyric. Maybe you were flying high in the sky. Maybe you flew with a family member. Maybe you flew with someone that you truly love. Family member, friend, a specific special connection. That could have been the case as well. So we'll see, all right? Now what's crowning you in your focus is the Page of Swords. So it does feel like there's some form of, this is a little bit more fast-paced. Some of you are doing a lot more researching things with the Page of Swords. This is just a lot of online. Okay, that could be why I got someone with a Bluetooth. Maybe you work on a computer, you speak to people through a microphone. That could be why I got headsets. You know, maybe you have a headset that you have to wear specifically for a job. I don't know, but I'm getting that. Or you just talk to people online, something like that. So it does feel like this is like communication also through text, emails, or calls. Maybe there's something where you're trying to really work on researching and studying, okay, to get to a specific place, possibly for an outcome. We'll see. Now, in the near future, we have the Five of Pentacles. With the Five of Pentacles being here, this is not the best energy. This is conflict. It does feel very much like you feel left alone. You feel left out. Some of you do feel alone in the near future. It does feel like there could also be fear of abandonment for some of you, or loss of, okay. So some of you in the near future may have some form of, I wouldn't say issue, maybe a problem, something that could, you know, use a solution. About a poverty mindset. For some of you, that's something you dealt with. Some of you in the near future are having some form of fear around that. Definitely suggest something when it comes to that, you know, continue to say I am abundant, and continue to say I am affirmations is what I'm getting. That's what I'm definitely coming through here, is I am affirmations. Definitely when it comes to some form of poverty conscious mindset, some of you just maybe work on the I am affirmations. That's what it's coming through. But for some, it's just like a loss, or it's just the fact that you have a fear coming up. Now, I feel like in the subconscious, you have the Nine of Cups. It may be something that you're not aware of. The Nine of Cups is someone who is a very emotionally independent person, okay? Maybe you have that feeling where maybe you feel like you have some form of, I don't want to say codependency. I feel like some of you don't realize how good you are on your own. For some of you, that could be why this comes in the near future, where you feel like abandoned or left out or in the cold or something like that. Like there's no hope, but there truly is, because there's a church behind them. That's the church behind them. There is hope. Have hope is what I'm getting. But I feel like you're good on your own. Like emotionally independent, and that's where it's at, Gemini. You're so good on your own, really good within yourself, knowing your truth, standing in your truth, and that's beautiful, right? Okay, so in your strength here is the Fool card. Okay, with the Fool card being here, it's you. A lot of you, I feel like you're just a free-spirited human being. You're trusting the universe. Some of you are really connected to the divine. Maybe you are very connected and you feel like, okay, I'm very trusting of the universe. Okay, some of you are in that energy. This is someone who's very adventurous, wanting more adventure, taking risk. Some of you do take those risks, something like that. But I do feel like a lot of you could be very free-spirited, okay? Very trusting the universe, very allowing, okay? Very allowing. Now, hopes and fears here is the Four of Swords. Some of you are hoping to heal from something, hoping to possibly take a break from something. Maybe you've been, I always definitely feel like with Geminis, I do feel like you work a lot. So some of you are hoping to take a break, maybe go on a vacation, right? For some of you, it could be that with the Four of Swords, you're just really hoping for some form of healing, taking a pause, maybe healing from something, maybe internally, or something that happened externally, an experience that you had maybe with a specific person, okay? For the possible outcome, we have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Seven of Pentacles is definitely investing your time into something, planting your seeds, maybe doing some form of investments. That could be why there's some form of online research here. But although it doesn't feel like it has to be that, it just means that whatever you're putting your time and energy into, it is definitely something you are planting your seeds on. You're waiting in a sense here. But I do feel like it's good energy. So we'll see what that's about, okay? All right, let's clarify. Why the Wheel of Fortune? Okay, that wanted to come out. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. Wow. Some of you could be connected to a fire sign or somebody with lots of fire in their chart. We have the Four of Wands, Five of Wands, King of Pentacles. There was definitely some form of argument around a partnership or friendship you had. I feel like you were stuck on a karmic wheel in the distant past with this person. I feel like there was a lot of outsiders when it came to this connection as well with the Four of Wands and the Five of Wands. Too many people saying this, too many people saying that. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting that it was very karmic. You guys were not on the same pages of one another with the Five of Wands. Lots of drama, lots of conflict for sure. Now, with the King of Pentacles, this is definitely Taurus energy. This is stability. There's also somebody I feel that was very arrogant. Getting arrogant. Somebody that was very arrogant here in the distant past, whether that's you or someone you're connected to, you would know best. But I feel like there's some form of arrogance for some of you. It was almost like maybe there was stability. Somebody could have been more focused on the practical matters of life, day-to-day task, something like that. Or somebody was more concerned with the practical, like I said, the practical matters of life, okay? So there's something like that where maybe one of you or both of you were just way too more focused on the 3D. Or, like I said, one of you was, and the other one was more ready to, you know, put their vulnerability into it. That's what I'm getting. But there's conflict. You weren't getting on the same page with one another. Either around a friendship or partnership of some sort here. Let's go to the World card in the recent past. Why the World card? The Emperor, Nine of Swords, there you are. Page of Swords, there you are. Some of you saw something online that you did not like. It may have upset you. You may have had some form of sleepless nights over this. For some of you, I'm definitely getting that. Some of you are definitely connected to a fire sign, or you just have lots of fire in your chart. I feel like there was something you took action towards. There's something that made you feel antsy or nervous for some of you in the recent past. Some of you went through some form of insomnia, not sleeping very well, maybe because there's a cycle that closed in your life here. maybe you took action towards this, even if you really truly didn't want to, or this person did, and it caused a lot of mental energy. Now, I feel like in the last reading I did for Gemini, it was like the monkey mind was definitely getting to you, okay? So I feel like in the recent past, here we go. It's like there's overthinking, there's anxious thoughts, and I always truly suggest meditation because it does help relieve you from being in your mind. It can get you connected to your body and how you feel. It definitely helps with cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone. So there's a lot of benefits to meditation, but like I say, you have free will, my love, so you do what you want to do, right? But I do feel like that is what's happening here in the recent past. There was a cycle here. There could also be something that you are working on. You could do something where you work online with the Page of Swords as well. I feel like some of you got some form of communication through text, emails, or calls around a specific situation where there was a cycle that definitely ended, okay? But I definitely feel like some of you do work. Some of you talk to people as an occupation online. There's something that you do online. That's what I'm getting with the Page of Swords, okay? These are messengers, but I do feel like you did get some form of message through text, email, or calls, and it did put you in a place of sadness, grief, more than anything, just overthinking, being in your head, maybe not sleeping very well, okay? Let's go to the Page of Swords for what's crowning you in your focus. Why the Page of Swords? Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, the Moon. Beautiful, because I feel like with the Ace of Wands, it's like a new beginning here, okay? With the Ace of Wands, that's great. A passion, a new beginning. I'm definitely getting a lot of aces for you, so there's a lot of new beginnings for you, Gemini, and I think that's beautiful for real, okay, with the Ace of Wands. We got the Three of Wands out. There's a lot of waiting on something. There is still some form of fear popping in here with the Moon, okay? Pisces energy, some of you have water in your chart, could be dealing with a water sign. There's fear coming up here. There's a lot of waiting on something with the Three of Wands, okay? Or the fact that you're trying to choose a path between this and that, and there's fear that pops in because you are hoping that you do not take the wrong path. Okay, that's what I'm getting as well. But I feel like with the Ace of Wands, you're definitely in this place of, you know, a passion, new beginning, something that really excites you. But at the same time, there's some form of fear that pops in. Or it's the fact that there's some form of emotions, like fear is definitely a form of an emotion. You could be swimming deep in your emotions, something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So, let's go to the Five of Pentacles. Why the Five of Pentacles? In the near future, why the Five of Pentacles? Page of Wands, Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Showing up as single with the Nine of Pentacles. I also feel like the Three of Swords is coming out again. So, not again, but I feel like there is pain, there's heartbreak. I feel like in your last reading last week, there was the Three of Swords. So you were maybe in a third-party situation. Maybe you're still holding on to a third-party situation or needing to heal something here with the Three of Swords. I do feel like you could be receiving some form of good news with the Page of Wands, though, or there's somebody that has come in that could be younger than you for some of you with the Page of Wands in the near future. I feel like this person is very adventurous or you're very adventurous, okay, with the Page of Wands. There's something that really inspires you. Gemini, there is definitely something that inspires you. But I still feel like there's some form of pain that lingers, a third-party situation that you were dealing with here. And maybe this person ghosted you, left you on the cold, abandoned you of some sort, or it's just how you feel towards this situation, right? But you are also showing up with the Nine of Pentacles, which is great. Some of you are needing to work on some form of self-confidence, with the Nine of Pentacles being out and the Five of Pentacles, okay? Some of you could be struggling with self-confidence, something of that nature. That's what I'm getting. Your stability, knowing that you're really good on your own, okay? That you don't need anybody. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's go to the Nine of Cups. Why the Nine of Cups for your subconscious? Why the Nine of Cups? Okay. Five of Cups, the Sun, Seven of Wands. Something about you resisting your own happiness. What is this? What is this, Gemini? You're in resistant mode. You're blocking something here because of something that you're focused on in the past. You're focused on something from the past. I feel like it's a third-party situation where you weren't getting on the same page with somebody here, okay? So there's kind of a blockage. Some of you, the Ace of Swords is being your authentic self, speaking your truth. I can tell you my throat started to kind of close up here with the Ace of Swords. So speaking your truth, being your authentic self, okay? Getting some form of clarity around a situation. But I'm definitely feeling like in your subconscious, you are blocking something, and it feels like your own happiness, or knowing that you are good on your own. Like you are good on your own, going towards your happiness here, but you're blocking it. Or this person's blocking something, okay? But this is definitely feeling like it's something that you may not be aware of. There's some form of blockage, maybe in your throat chakra, something like that, or it's the fact that you're holding on to an emotion, right? You're holding on to some form of emotion, whether that's fear, grief, sadness, looking at the past, looking at the negatives instead of the positives, and blocking your own happiness. For some of you, that's what's happening, because you dealt with something that truly hurt you, okay? And you've got this, Gemini, you've got this. Let's go to the Fool card for your strength. Why the Fool card? All right. The Queen of Cups, the Fool, Two of Pentacles. Some of you, okay, so some of you, I do feel like a lot of you could be very empathic, very intuitive. Some of you have water in your chart, could be dealing with a water sign, but a lot of you may not technically show this on the outside very much. For some of you, you don't. That's what I'm getting. It's the fact that, but you're very empathic, very intuitive with the Queen of Cups, okay? You have a lot of water energy within you is what I'm getting with the Queen of Cups. So you can be very in touch with your feelings, your emotions. Maybe you don't express them very easily. Some of you do, though. Some of you do wear your heart on your sleeve, or somebody that you're connected to does. I feel like there is love here, though. Excuse me. Yeah, I feel like some of you are maybe needing to get some form of rest. Because suddenly I got this dip in my energy, and it felt all of a sudden like exhaustion hit me. So I don't know if you're dealing with some form of exhaustion. I do have the Two of Pentacles here. This is like really juggling a lot. So some of you could be juggling a lot right now when it comes to external things like a job, personal life, trying to find balance. That's what I'm getting. Balance is definitely key here. I also feel like there could be an indecision about something. That could be why fear is showing up. I do feel like some of you have two paths to choose from, whether that's something in general in life, maybe between two jobs, something like that, two people maybe, but at the same time, it just feels like you are definitely juggling a lot here, okay? I do feel like a lot of you are free-spirited human beings. That's super beautiful. Let's go to the Four of Swords. Why the Four of Swords for your hopes and fears? Page of Cups, lots of water here. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Some of you are definitely dealing with a water sign, or you have water in your chart here. I do get fire too. Some of you are hoping for stability, or to build some form of legacy in your life, whether that's around a business that you've created, whether that's a business that you have, something that you've started, or something of that nature, like a job, occupation, whatever it is, you want to build some form of legacy or have some form of stability in your life. I feel like you're really hoping for that, right? But at the same time, I feel like you are hoping to maybe tap more into those emotions, to tap more into that intuition or that creativity, because I do feel like, Gemini, you have creativity, but some of you are hoping to tap more into that, okay? I also feel like there's something here with the Four of Cups, though. Either you've been dealing with someone who's super stubborn, or this is a self-sabotaging energy. I feel like you might be in that energy for some of you, where it's like, if you see on her sweatshirt, she's over it, okay? Some of you are truly over it. You're tired, maybe tired of the drama, tired of the not getting on the same page, or maybe there's karmic cycles that you've dealt with in the distant past and you're like, I'm definitely over this, okay? But I feel like for the most part, you are hoping for stability in your life, in all areas of life, right? Financial, a life partner, for the Ten of Pentacles, you know, having kids, if you have kids, or if you already have kids, you just want to be able to provide for them. That's what I'm getting as well, okay? But this whole Four of Cups energy is someone who's extremely self-sabotaging, because it's like, maybe because they've been hurt. Some of you are in resistance to maybe opening up your heart again, because it's definitely that fact that you dealt with a third-party situation here. Let's go to the Seven of Pentacles. What is Seven of Pentacles? For the possible outcome, the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, King of Swords, boy. Interesting, because the challenging card is the Ace of Swords. So I feel like for the possible outcome, you are planting your seeds, working on something here, and I feel like you are getting some form of clarity around something, but I also feel like you are standing in your truth, Gemini. Standing in your truth, being your authentic self, speaking up when needing to speak up, right? That's what I'm getting from you. I love that. I truly do. I feel like you're also doing something where the Hierophant is speaking your truth, speaking up in what you believe in, your values, your morals. That's important to you, and I feel like that's what's happening. You're really taking your time, planting your seeds in what you value, you know, what are your morals. Some of you, there could even be a spiritual connection coming in the possible outcome. That's what I'm getting, okay? There is also trying to be more on the logical side. Be very careful of that, because I know that Geminis can also be extremely logical. It's almost like I get this powerful energy from you for the possible outcome, where it's like, I'm standing in my authentic self. I'm going to be my authentic self. I'm going to speak my truth, right? Knowing what your values and your morals are, putting time and energy into that, you know, something like that, and being really logical and maybe analytical around it for some reason. Okay? Definitely getting that. I also feel like for some of you, there is a spiritual connection coming around here. But it may be very, very slow for the possible outcome, because that's Seven of Pentacles, okay? So that's the other storyline too, okay? Let's see what we have. We're going to pull an oracle card. Let's see what we have. What do we have? Okay. That wanted to come out. So there's two. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yes, baby. So I truly hope this helped, Gemini. And I will see you guys next time. I love you so, so much. One love and namaste. Mwah.